Welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Columbus Crew versus LAFC in the CONCACAF Champions Cup 2025 round of 16, leg 2, 0-3 aggregate. LAFC has the big lead. There's very likely a very, very low chance of Columbus doing anything to come back from this deficit, which is why it's also pretty good. The Cruz Azul Seattle is playing at the same time. So we'll look at that as well. We have that on the TV because they relegated Crew LAFC to CONCACAF's YouTube channel and Tubi. So there you go. I'm doing good, but we'll be focusing on both matches. Columbus Crew contra LAFC, la Copa Campeones de la CONCACAF partido. Vuelta de la octavos de final, 0-3 global. Columbus probably got this lost. Hasn't been that long, has it? Could have sworn you were here this weekend. 2 days is long to you. Okay. Interesting. With that being said, we got Columbus versus LAFC. And Cruz Azul Seattle, very likely. Cruz Azul Seattle is probably the more competitive match of these two. But what can you do? Starting 11 for Columbus Crew. In goal, Patrick Schulte. The back three of Steven Moreira, Sean Zawadski, Malti Amundsen. Midfield four, Mohamed Farsi, Mo Farsi, Jonathan Nagbe, Aziel Jackson, Max Arfston. Front three, or midfield attacking two, Dylan Chambos, Diego Rossi, Jason Russell-Rowe for the Crew. They're looking to at least win 3-0 to send this to extra time. If they do that, I'll flip on to the next stream, keep the game up over here, focus on that, and Tigres Cincinnati. We'll see. It's going to be a lot tougher if Seattle Cruz Azul goes to extra time. That'll be a lot tougher. Starting 11 for... Still move on to the next stream, though, if that happens. If Seattle Cruz Azul goes to extra time, doesn't matter. I should say Tigres Cincinnati goes to extra time, doesn't matter. That's the only game at 9:30, so we just go till it ends. With that being said, starting 11 for LAFC, Hugo Lloris, Sergei Palencia, Eddie Segura, Aaron Long, Ryan Hollingshead, Marky Delgado, Igor Jesus, Timothy Tillman, David Martinez, Jeremy Mbobase, and Denny Bouanga is what we got for LAFC. They should be able to hold on to this, though. The starting 11 for the other match, why not? Why not bring that up while we're at it? Here we go. Cruz Azul, Seattle. Let's see what we got over there at Estadio Olímpico Universitario. Yeah, they're playing at Pumas Stadium still, yeah. Kevin Meir, Jorge Sanchez, Willardita, Gonzalo Piovi, Carlos Rotondi, Ignacio Rivero, Carlos Rodriguez, Eric Lira, Lorenzo Fadavelli, Mateusz Bogusz, Angel Sepulveda for Cruz Azul. Well, good for him. I'm doing good. For Seattle, we have Stefan Fry, Yamar, Gomez Andrade, Jackson Reagan, Nuhu Tolo, Alexander Roldan, Alex Roldan, Obed Vargas, Christian Roldan, Paul Ariola, Jesus Ferreira, Jordan Morris, Albert Rusnak. A 0-0 aggregate in that game. So if anybody wins, they're through. If anybody wins, they're through. If Cruz Azul draws, Seattle. If it's a draw, Seattle's through. Away goals. Yep. So Cruz Azul has to win to advance. A 0-0 draw means extra time in that game. So we'll see. Neither. I'm watching this as a neutral party, even though I picked Columbus to win the tie. Yeah, that was wrong. Think Columbus could still hang on? Yeah. Shouldn't have done that. Yep, I saw the penalty shootout. But I guess PSG was the better team over the full tie, so I guess that's deserved. Inter 2-1 Feyenoord. Yep, Inter are through. Milan. Barcelona beat Benfica. Yep, they're through. And Bayern beat Leverkusen. Bayern are through, yes. I was wrong about Leverkusen as well. I thought Leverkusen was better than I thought. They're not. Say, Columbus fans, you ain't the only ones that I thought they'd win their tie. I said Leverkusen would beat Bayern over 2 legs and win the Bundesliga as well. They would have beat Bayern in the Bundesliga as well. And yeah, okay, that was wrong too. Yep. Aston Villa's second leg tomorrow. What we got? Thought mob right there. Boom. Leo versus Dortmund. Yep. And Arsenal PSV is, it doesn't matter at this point. It's so over. Why does it matter? Arsenal PSV. Yes. Maybe Serginho Dest will get about 30 minutes, eh? Hey, maybe he'll do something to end up on Futbol Americas on Thursday, yeah? Hopefully he does. Hopefully he does. That's probably the only good thing about PSV tomorrow. Is can Serginho Dest do something to end up on Futbol Americas on Thursday? Jonathan David might too. Villa, who knows? Maybe Leon Bailey will too. Hey, well, actually, hold on. And since Futbol Americas has really started to talk about CONMEBOL too, I guess Vinicius will as well. Or Rodrigo. I don't know why they're doing that. You know, isn't it kind of weird that Futbol Americas has started to talk a little bit more about CONMEBOL, like since the Copa? I get it when Alexis Nunez is on there and Herc isn't. Like, she probably knows more about CONMEBOL, so that's fine. But now, even with just the normal hosts, they focused more on CONMEBOL, which is something. Like, you would think they'd start that before the Copa, considering. And then I guess they had to during the Copa because Copa America, and I guess they saw some impressions that were like, hey, you know what? Might as well. It hasn't hurt the show. I still like it, but I still like Futbol Americas. I think it's a good show. Even without Seb. Actually, it might be better without Seb, but it might be better. But I still watch it when it comes on. But the Jays are looking good this spring. I agree. I agree. I think they're doing very well. I'm happy to see how the Jays are doing. I think they're doing very well. Here's the Columbus game. Teams are walking out in both stadiums, or they're about to walk out in Mexico. Oh, wait, that's just highlights. But yeah, I think the Jays actually might be good this year. I think they might actually be good this year. Last year, they kind of, in spring, last year, I think the Jays kind of looked like they were going to struggle, especially hitting-wise. This year, they're hitting well. Whether it's the kids, whether it's the main guys, they're hitting well. They're hitting well. So that was the big thing about last year is the Jays couldn't hit. Like that was the problem last year is they couldn't hit. At least that's the way I saw it. But when you sign Justin Turner, who's old as hell now, I mean, what do you expect? Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who nobody ever thought of for his bat. What'd you think? Like, the kids were already playing well. It's actually, the Jays got better last year when the kids came up. Like Barger, he came up. They started playing better. Loperfido started playing better. So maybe it was good that last year was bad and they sort of pivoted in the end. Makes things better this year because I do believe players like Barger will have a big part to play this year. Or Elvis will have a part to play this year as well. So I think in the end, maybe it's a good thing last year happened the way it did. Oh, we'll see. For the Jays, we'll see. We'll see. PSG will either play Aston Villa or Club Brugge. I say Villa. Isn't Villa pretty much ahead? Columbus has beaten LAFC's ass ever since MLS Cup 2023. MLS Cup 2023, except for the quarterfinals of this tie. Lille or Barca? You mean Barca will either play Lille or Dortmund? Probably Lille. Devil score Timo Meyer. Hey, maybe it's a good thing. Hey, maybe it's a good thing for the Devils that he does. Maybe they can still make the playoffs. Oh, LAFC is wearing their away kits. Nice. Yeah, but it helps the Habs. So. Teams are about to walk out. Giroud's on the bench, as he should be. Man, he's washed up. Man, he's washed up. Yeah, he does have pretty good marches. He has some pretty good marches. He does. He does. This is true. This is true. But they're walking out in Mexico, Seattle, and Cruz Azul. Now, the thing that sucks is that the Leafs had to win a shootout against Utah. And I was watching a bit of that match last night. I was watching a bit of that game last night, the Leafs versus Utah. I saw them go up 3-0. I saw them go up 3-0, the Leafs, and then as soon as they do, a fight almost ruins the game. Like, why do you take that fight? I mean, yeah, the Superman punch was cool. That was a cool moment, but like, why do you take that fight? You know that's going to set Utah off. And the third goal was questionable. Let's just be real. The Leafs' third goal was questionable. Good thing they gave it because it led to the shootout, but it was questionable. So Utah was already pissed off. Utah was pissed off. Leafs start a fight. Utah goes off and just scores 3 goals in 1 period. And then they hold it to a 3-3 draw to a shootout. Leafs win the shootout. At least they get 2 points. But Jesus Christ. That fight damn near ruined the game for the Leafs. Sometimes when you have all the momentum, don't throw it away by starting a fight. Like, Utah expected it. Like, I think Utah honestly started it. Like, they were pissed off. And they're like, let's see if we could, like, goad them into a fight. They do. I think Utah knew what they were doing. Because they are Arizona. Because Utah is the Arizona Coyotes. They're the same franchise. Mostly the same roster. Just different jerseys in a different area. It is the same team. Huh. Well, starting 11s are as follows. For Cruz Azul, Mir. The back four, Rotondi, Piovi, Dita, Sanchez. Faravelli, Lira, Rodriguez, Rivero. And Sepulveda and Bogusz. Former LAFC player, by the way. Patrick Schulte for the Crew. The back four of Arston, Amundsen, Moreira, Farsi, Shambos, Nagby, Zawadzki, and Jackson, Russell Rowe, Rossi. Center ref for the Cruz Azul game, O'Shane Nation from Jamaica. Probably. I think the Blues make it over Utah. VAR referee Jesus Montero from Costa Rica. Ivan Barton, the center ref for the Columbus game. Damn. Seattle Sounders, Stephen Fry. The back three. Tolo, Nuhu, Jackson Reagan, Yamar. Paul Ariola, Christian Roldan, Obed Vargas, Alex Roldan. And the front three, Albert Rusnak, Jordan Morris, Jesus Ferreira for Seattle. VAR referee Enrique Santander from Mexico for the Columbus game. Hey, Devils are doing what they got to do. Yeah, you're probably right, but I think the Blues make it over Utah. Seattle wearing their 2024 home jerseys, the pinstripes with the rave green. Larice, Hollingshead, Long, Segura, Palencia, Delgado, Igor Jesus, Tillman, Bouanga, Abobase, Martinez for LAFC. So they'll kick off first. LAFC, Columbus will kick off a short bit later. But really, if LAFC scores, we'll probably stop focusing on LAFC Columbus. If Columbus starts scoring, well, there you go. If a draw happens in the Cruz Azul game, Seattle will advance. Wrong, because they don't have Craig Berube or Jordan Pennington for that matter. Besides, they were that bad actually, but I don't think they were bottom of the league in January. And we're off in the Columbus game. Actually, they did kick off first. Well, there you go. Wrong. Besides, they'd have to play the freaking Leafs, Lightning, Panthers, or Caps to start the playoffs. Yeah, they're lying. Playing forward, and we're off in the Cruz Azul game as well. Shot saved by Larice. Columbus tries to get an early one. They should move. No, they shouldn't. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. No. No, you do not move an original 16. Stop that. I don't care if that's because they're a rival. Don't say that. That's just no. No. Stop. God, you're just as bad as Justin Bieber trying to put on one of his logos on that two-sided Leaf sweater. And he's a Leafs fan. He should know better. And Bieber's a Leafs fan. He should know better to not mess with a crest and cartoonify it. He should know better. He says he's a Leafs fan. He should know better not to mess with a crest. If they were the Blues, I'm okay with it. They're not an original six team. They have a lot of history, but they're not an original team. But the Leafs, you're a Leafs fan. You know better to mess with the crest. You know better. I do like the black and blue Leafs jersey, the actual jersey side of it. I don't like the flippable side of it. You don't mess with the original six. That's all I'm saying. You don't do that. You don't. Somebody give him a lobotomy. His brain ain't working. Set wide. I hope that's about him saying the Canadiens should move. Playing forward is LAFC. Makes sense. They tried to fix your brain, but it still doesn't work. Okay. Playing forward. Cruz Azul on the ball. Oh. Still 0-0 in both games. Columbus needs to score quickly. Oh, Mir gets the ball away. You ain't gonna get me. You aren't gonna get me. Turns out Canada got tariffed. No. I know what you're trying to do. No. Turns out Canada got tariffed pretty heavily by China. They don't have the same smoke for China. That's all I'm going to say. No. No. I'm honestly not shocked. Like, China tariffed Canada pretty heavily a couple of 2 days ago, Monday. And turns out they don't have the same smoke for China. Carney should be going off on President Xi, right? Shouldn't he? Weird. Seems like they know they can just rile up their base and the American liberals' base by having that smoke for Trump. They know the Chinese population won't feel sorry for Canada at all if they tried to have the same smoke for the Chinese government. Huh. Interesting. 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 Why are you not shocked? Because, I mean, PSG was the better team over 2 legs. Look at the stats. I mean, they were the better team over 2 legs. Liverpool, they made one defensive mistake over 90 minutes. Sadly enough, they couldn't score. Well, 120. Well, 90, 180. Well, 90 of the second match, but 120, and they couldn't score. Yeah, but they've been saying tariffs would hurt their economy. So wouldn't the same thought process be the same for... Seventh minute. 0-0 in both games. Huh. Shambo's playing forward. Jason Russell-Rowe. Aziel Jackson. Cleared away. PSG might make a UCL run to the final. They beat Liverpool. What? They might. Habs play Canucks later tonight. Ooh. I think the Habs should win that. Vancouver's sucks this year. I didn't realize they were that bad. But Vancouver is very bad this year. I didn't realize Vancouver was that bad, the Canucks, until Hockey Guy made his video on them. And didn't they sell at the deadline? I think they did. So Yeah. Habs should win that game, but sometimes what should happen doesn't happen. Playing forward, Cruz Azul. That'll be a stoppage of play, foul. Arsenal's getting knocked out. Columbus scored, playing forward. Here it is. Plays through. 8 minutes in. Good, plays back. No. Or not. 1-0. Huh. Must be a bit behind. Oh, yeah, I am very behind. There it is. Jason Russell-Rowe in the 10th minute. Let's watch. Here we go. Ball played forward. Plays it through. Rossi wheeling through. Ball cross in. Jason Russell-Rowe! Top bins! 1-0. 1-3 on aggregate. 1-0 esta noche. 1-3 global. Columbus gets one back. Jason Russell-Rowe, the 10th minute. I haven't heard it. I'm sure it's a good song, though. One to 3 on aggregate for Columbus. Interesting. 1-0 on the night. 1-0 esta noche. 1-3 global. 1-3 on aggregate. Columbus needs 2 more goals just to get to extra time without allowing LAFC to score. If LAFC scores, Columbus will need 5 goals. Bad. That'll suck. That will honestly suck. Coldplay's bad enough, but Drake, 10 minutes in. There we go. By the time I'm done streaming, I won't even. I'll look up the song after, okay? Playing forward, Columbus. Jason Russell-Rowe doesn't get there. Columbus has to score. I know what the link is. I can't. By the time I'm done streaming for like 4 hours, putting up a video. Just makes more sense for me to just look up the song. Try not to forget to do that either. Yeah, I agree with that. U2's Beautiful Day, yeah. I get them confused sometimes. They're both the same type of... Yeah. Remember that one time Apple put a freaking U2 album on your iTunes and nobody wanted it? Remember when that happened? And that album was horrible? Because who would knowingly buy a U2 album except somebody who had no taste? The same type of person who would buy a Coldplay album. Shoot. I mean, Imagine Dragons are a better version of Coldplay. Let's just be real. I actually like Imagine Dragons' music. They've actually got some good music. I think Imagine Dragons are our generation's Coldplay, but the sad part is they're actually good. The sad part is they're actually good. Like the millennials, how do I put this? Gen X had like U2. Millennials had Coldplay. We have Imagine Dragons. But their music's actually good. Same sort of genre, but they're actually good. New York, I believe. Boston? No. Boston actually has taste. New York doesn't. Yeah, they could sell a Yankee Stadium, though. And probably, well, no, they could probably sell a Dodger Stadium, though. Ozzie L. Jackson loses the ball. Hey, you know what? Yeah, that sounds better to me. That sounds better to me. What do you mean alienate everybody? That sounds better to me. Let's see. Rancid. Oh, no, you couldn't. Like Rancid, maybe. Still better than Coldplay. Even if that's not what gutter punk is, it's still better than Coldplay. Even if I'm way off, it's still better than Coldplay. It sounds better to me than Coldplay. Yeah. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Still better than Coldplay. Still better than Coldplay. Yeah. Only because the song Monster from Imagine Dragons is pretty damn good, too. I only remember that one because I'm a WWE fan. And the Daniel Bryan storyline, WrestleMania 30. Yeah. That song is awesome, though. Good song. So I'd say Monster by Imagine Dragons is better than Radioactive. I'm gonna lean towards yeah. Maybe I'm biased. It's actually a really good song though, but I'm biased, I guess. I'm biased. 15th minute, 18th minute. So Columbus did start first. Or 2DNA's really behind. Let me believe her. Yeah, that song is ass. Let's see if FS1's a little bit close. It's on FS1. 16 minutes. I think it is a little bit closer. Okay. Playing forward. Speaking of FS1. Yeah. Playing forward. Oh, they're both on FS1 today. Okay, good. I think it is a little bit closer. Still 0-0 between Cruz Azul and Seattle. Columbus are trying to find a second goal, but they have the lead on the night. Well, they're not going to bump some off FS1. I don't think so, at least. Ball played forward. Forward. 20th minute, Columbus are attacking. Up the pitch. Rossi. Oziel Jackson, shots blocked. Seattle attacking. Cruz Azul has to win to advance, or go 0-0 through both legs and extra time, then win on penalties, but they still have to win something. Seattle's very tough defensively. That sucks. Like, I was considering a while ago switching from iPhone to Android. I'm glad I didn't. I don't know why I did, but like, let's be honest, Apple, ever since Steve Jobs died, has not been creative. Like, they have not been innovative at all. It's like Steve Jobs is the actually innovative guy. Header, wide. They're not innovative anymore. Well, unless you count the Apple Watch. I guess that was innovative. That was actually post Steve Jobs. I mean, I guess so. But they killed the whole iPod line. iPad, you barely even hear about anymore. They barely do anything with the iPhone. Apple TV, I guess, is innovative to a certain extent. But, like, actually hardware, I bet Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave. And I wouldn't blame him. 1-0, 22nd minute, 1-3 aggregate for Columbus LAFC. 1-0 esta noche. 1-3 global. 0-0 on the night and on aggregate for Cruz Azul Seattle. 20 minutes. 0-0 esta noche y global. It's a cheap iPhone that's the same as like the last 5. As I said, Apple is not innovative anymore. It's like they lost their actual creativity when Steve Jobs died. But if Apple could stop being creative and still trounce Android, Android is trash. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. You got problems. The only good thing about Android is, like, Android's apps they have a lot more apps, and their phones basically come jailbroken. That's like the only good thing about Android. It's like, and maybe it's because the Google Play Store has no no quality control on their apps. Like, they'll allow anything on the Google Play Store. Like, Apple, the App Store has some quality control. Like, there are some games on the Google Play Store where it's like, oh, Mr. Beast Solitaire. Well, they'll pay you, like, through PayPal if you make any money off of it, right? Like, there's a lot of scam games that could pay you on the Google Play Store. It's like, it's easy. There's no strings attached. Yeah. You already told me, but tell them. Exactly. That's my point. Like, I used to be so hyped. Like, no joke. I used to be so hyped to watch iPhone, Apple keynotes. You know, like their keynote speeches. I used to be hyped to watch those. Like the 2 they do every year, like Worldwide Developers Conference and I think CES, something like that. It was like 2 a year. But like when Steve Jobs was still around, and maybe like the year or 2 after, until I realized that they weren't going to do any new things, I used to be hyped to watch their keynotes. Now it's no. No, there's no reason to. It's like, oh, hey, a new iPhone that we've changed nothing about except make it like 3 inches, maybe like a half an inch thicker or something. Here's some new colors. Here's the new MacBook. It's thinner. And here's a better Intel processor. What? Here's a new iMac. Mac OS, whatever the hell we're on at this point. I don't know. Like, I'm an Apple guy, but even I can't defend the fact they're not creative anymore. Like, you know what I said when I said, like, when they first put the Apple TV logo on the MLS jerseys, I'm like, 12-year-old me would have bounced off the walls for this. I would have. I still think it's kind of cool, but, man, 12-year-old me would have been like, holy shit, that's awesome. The Apple logo on MLS jersey, awesome. I would have bounced off the walls. Well, you know, that's actually fitting, considering. Yep. '26th minute, 1-0. 1-3 on aggregate for the Columbus game. The Columbus leads on the night. Still down on aggregate. 1-0 esta noche. Columbus contra LAFC. 1-3 global. Columbus líder esta noche. LAFC líder en global. Cruz Azul, Seattle, 0-0 esta noche on the night. No. Cruz Azul contra Seattle, 0-0 esta noche y global. 0-0 on aggregate and on the night. Cruz Azul needs 1 goal unless Seattle scores 1 goal. Then they need 2. Over the top. If LAFC scores, this is over, I would say. Columbus keeps scoring. It would suck if Columbus found the 3 or 4 goals they need and then LAFC scored. It would suck. It would suck. You know, I would hate to be Columbus if they scored 3 goals or 4 goals, like the 3 goals to take it to extra time or the 4 goals to win it, and then LAFC scored 1. Then you need 5. Then you need 1. Then you need 1 more. But I guess it's better to be 1 or 2 away than 3 or 4 away, you know? Or 5 away. Prediction for Tigres versus Cincy. I think Tigres wins 1-0. They're at home. Cincy, they're still good. I still think they're better than last year's Cincy. But I think Tigres they were solid in the home or the away leg. They got the away goal. And hell, they just have to draw 0-0. They'll advance. But I think they'll win 1-0. It's hard to win at El Volcan. I think Tigres has the away goal. Is going to make this tough. But we'll see. And Timothy Tillman's down hurt. I think Tigres should advance after the second leg. I'm not saying Columbus or I'm not saying Cincinnati's out of it, but they probably are less likely to go through. Less likely to go through. My opinion. Hit that like button, get this one going. Super chats are on, of course. 30th minute. Playing back to Larice. Columbus pressing. Columbus are playing well. I'd say they're the better team tonight, but LAFC don't have to do nothing but hope. Let's be real. Shot saved by Schulte. Gonna throw this phone against the wall. USA! USA! Drake and Josh reference. Remember the episode where, yeah. Like, what, Drake and Josh's grandfather that was a war veteran or something? He threw the phone, chanting USA? No. Am I the only one that remembers that? 28th minute. Columbus offside for LAFC. 28th minute for the Cruz Azul Seattle match. I'm excited for Nations League. I am too. Should be interesting. It'll be on next week. It's next week. And Gold Cup prelims. And Ozziel Jackson's down. Free kick for Columbus. Cruz Azul. Well, actually. Does your iPhone still have a home button? Well, that's true. Playing forward. Well, yeah, that's true. Still mad we didn't get 16 guest teams for the Gold Cup. Me too, but can't really be that shocked, can you? Rossi, shot over the bar. Rossi's free kicks over the bar, goal kick. Cruz Azul. Shot crossed in, headed away. Over the top. Header for Cruz Azul over the bar. Just over by Sepulveda. Are you going to buy a Club World Cup jersey? I'm sure Miami's going to sell theirs on MLS Store. I don't know if I should buy a third Miami jersey. It'd be funny if Miami sold theirs on MLS Store, but they probably will for extra money. Why wouldn't they? Knowing they have like a worldwide fan base. Chelsea, we'll see if they sell theirs and if it's the new one, if it's one of the newer ones that I like. I don't know if I really like their new jerseys next year. Besides, regular Gold Cup plus Saudi Arabia. So basically how the Gold Cups went the past 2 times, except it's Saudi instead of Qatar. So I guess at this point, yes, it's just a regular Gold Cup. But hey, at least it's Saudi this time. Wonder if we're going to see Jerry Jones. Wonder if we're going to see Jerry Jones like cozy up to the Crown Prince if they have a Saudi Arabia game in Dallas. But like, you're just like me. You're an old man just like me. That's because that's how Jerry Jones got his fortune, was oil money. You didn't know that? To be fair, I didn't know that till Landman happened, but playing forward. "35th minute. Plays forward. Cross in. Shot over the bar by Jason Russell Rowe. Miami, Seattle, Pachuca, Rados. They won't have a single rest day this summer. Goal for Cruz Azul. They've scored It's 1-0. Cruz Azul. 1-0 esta noche y global. Cruz Azul. Go. Wait, don't tell me. No. Please don't tell me that was... It was no. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No. No, I'm that was Charlie, wasn't it? Header, boom. Was that Charlie Rodriguez? No. No. How? That's a golazo. It's a header. It's not a golazo, but Charlie Rodriguez, I think it was Charlie Rodriguez for... Yep, it was Charlie Rodriguez. No! Looked like it went out of play. Charlie Rodriguez, goal in the 33rd minute. Well, I guess El Vasco was right to call him up. Well, I guess that's good for Canada, but still. For the Mexican fans, that's not good. They're about to pull their hair out again. He's going to get another start for El Tri. The kid's going to get another start for El Tri. Charlie Rodriguez just scored a goal that made sure he's probably going to get a start at the Nations League semis, which is good for Canada. He'll screw something up. So, well, I guess in the end, I could be happy after he screws something up, and Rory could be happy that he might have just knocked out Seattle. Seattle could still win the tie if they draw, though, because Cruz Azul didn't have an away goal. So Cruz Azul's got to be careful or get a second goal if you want them to get through. I just realized I shouldn't be mad about Charlie getting called up. That's good for Canada. Shot! Oh, that'll be cleared. He sucks, though. Especially for the national team. He does suck. Charlie Rodriguez is trash. Well, Liam Miller ain't. Well, we don't know. We'll see what the roster looks like, but I don't think he's getting called up. Hey, if Charlie Rodriguez helps Canada win the semifinal, I don't mind it. But God, he's horrible. Why does he keep getting called up for the El Tri? Why does he keep getting called up for El Tri? Like, there's a part of me that's like, why are you so stupid? The other part of me is like, hey, he may help Canada win. So that doesn't, I don't mind that at all. If his idiocy helps Canada win, I don't mind that at all. But how does he score a goal? I mean, it was a header, that is true. But he scored against Seattle. So he could score in CONCACAF, but he can't. Here's a chance. Cruz Azul! Whoa, that's wide. That is wide from Sepulveda. Ay. Devils are still winning, but it's 5-3. Sepulveda goes wide. If they scored that, that would have been awesome. 39th minute, Columbus attacking. Here comes Columbus. They have a break. Can they find an opening? Nice spin. Farsi chips over, switches the play. Arfston. Still Arfston. Crosses in. Headed away. Too short. Columbus attacking. They still need 2 goals to send it to extra time. But they do have, 55 minutes? Yeah, 55 minutes. No, 50 minutes. 50 minutes, right, plus stoppage time. So, I mean, hey, it's still doable. Seattle, cross in, blocked away for a corner. Still doable. Plays forward. 4 to advance without, if they don't allow a goal from LAFC, 4 to advance outright. 3 to go to extra time. Header. It's caught by Lloris, and he spins out, but he makes the catch. So as it stands, LAFC and Cruz Azul would advance from this early window. As it stands. Playing forward. Oh! Jason Russell-Rowe gets pushed. See if that's at least a corner. Hey, flip phones are kind of becoming popular nowadays. So, might have been interesting. People are going back to dumb phones. So, if you got a flip phone, that would have been interesting. Sounders won a Champions Cup. Portland needs to win one. Yes, you're right about Sounders won a CCL. They have a one patch on their shoulders. Come on. Goal kick for LAFC. They're going to VAR. They're going to VAR. 38th minute. Let's see what it's for. I'm not too sure. Penalty? Jackson Reagan isn't happy, so it may not be against Cruz Azul. Oh! Christian Roldan stepped on the foot of Sanchez. Oh, this could be a red card on Seattle. This could be a red card on Seattle. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is for Roldan. I can see that. Oh, no. That's not good for Seattle if this goes against. And that was on the buildup of the play. Possible red card on Roldan. Foot to Sanchez's ankle. He does go through. This is tied. Let's see what they call. Seems like they're trying to catch up to this. I don't know. I could see it being a red, but or at least a foul. And I think it was on the Cruz Azul side of the field, like they were attacking. So this is when they lost the ball that led to the corner. The Leagues Cup's right there too. I think Portland's in Leagues Cup. Yeah, Leagues Cup's right there too. 43rd minute. Oh. Player down for Columbus. At the top of the box, Diego Rossi. This should be a free kick at the very least. 43rd minute. Diego Rossi goes down the box. Wait, whoa. This could be a penalty. This could be a penalty for Columbus, by the way. Diego Rossi gets pulled down in the box. Or he gets knocked down in the box, I should say. Here's the call for the Seattle call. It is a penalty for Columbus. Columbus has a penalty. Nothing on Seattle. Penalty for Columbus. They could be one away from extra time. Right before the half. Nothing. So it is a corner for Seattle against Cruz Azul. Diego Rossi to take the penalty. Man, what chaos. Penalty for Columbus. Diego Rossi to take versus LAFC. 44th minute. If Diego Rossi scores this, Columbus will be one away from extra time. If LAFC doesn't score. If LAFC scores, then they'd have to score 3. But try to get to extra time before they score. Diego Rossi, shot! Goal! Columbus! 2-0! 2-0! Rossi sends him the wrong way. They might just do this. 45th minute. 2-0. 2-0 esta noche. 2-3 global. They might just do this. They're one away from extra time with 1 half to go. Well, you expected this. Who's your manager? Yeah, exactly. You expected this. Columbus are one away from extra time. with extra time and 1/2 to go. They're 2 away from going through outright if they could hold the clean sheet. 1 away if they could hold the clean sheet from extra time. Let's just be clear. Which the way they're going, they probably will. Mir picks up the ball. 43rd minute, 1-0. 1-0. Cruz Azul. Esta noche y global. 1-0 on the night and on aggregate. So Cruz Azul leads. LAFC still leads on aggregate, but by the skin of their teeth. And let's see how much stoppage time we get. They have not given that yet. 2 minutes. 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Okay. I'll still go to this hits halftime, though, because that makes sense. The winner of Columbus LAFC will play Miami or Cavalier, by the way. So never give up on the crew. Never give up on the crew. That's all I'm saying. 1 more minute to go. Never give up on the crew. 2-0. Wide. That'll be a goal kick for Fry with 1 minute to go before stoppage time. And I'm sure it'll be a long amount of stoppage time. So do that what you will. LAFC attacking. Denny Bawanga out for a corner. Last kick of the half will be a corner kick. Never give up on the Sounders, too. Hey, you win either way. They're both MLS teams. Oh, you're talking about, okay, yeah. My bad. Talk about the Sounders game, my bad. Sounders Cruz Azul. I mean, yeah, true, but I'm surprised they got away with that one. Corner. Chips over, headed away. Here's a shot. Over the bar. With seconds to go, but a corner for Cruz Azul going into extra time or stoppage time. Ball crossed in. Header. 48th minute. See how this gets called? And it's halftime. 2-0 for Columbus. Halftime, it is 2-0 for Columbus. 2-3 on aggregate. Dos a 0 esta noche. 2-3 global. Miro tiempo. Over the bar. 4 minutes of stoppage time for Cruz Azul versus Seattle. We will come back to that in a second. All right. Let's pull up the halftime in Columbus, and they're only 1 away with a clean sheet from extra time. They're 2 away from going through outright with a clean sheet. They're over halfway there if you want extra time. They're halfway there if you want 4. Do you believe in miracles? Yes, I do. 46th minute. 14 shots for the crew, 3 for LAFC. Header cleared. 46th minute, 3 minutes to go. We'll take a short break after this half is ended for the Cruz Azul game. I believe the Sounders could win. They have another half. I say yes. They're not far away. And they're outplaying LAFC. I think Columbus might pull this off. And you said I was crazy. 46th minute, only down a goal. I agree. All Seattle has to do is draw. This is true. All they have to do is draw to win the tie. This is true. Whether it's 1-1 or 2-2, no matter what. If they draw, they're through. If they outright win, they're through. Cruz Azul, I mean, it's better if they win, but all they have is a win or a 0-0 draw, and they've already passed a 0-0 draw to send it to extra time. So, basically, 14 shots to 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, 11, and then 2. Yeah. Ariola's down holding his leg, 47th minute. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see Columbus win it, especially after the last year. especially after last year. Seattle even draws, they advance on away goals. Exactly. That's what I've been saying. That's what I'm saying. Is he okay? They're checking on him, but this should be a drop ball. 48th minute. That looked bad. Yeah. We got a second half of both these games. Yes, because that's what they chose to do before Anselmi left instead of playing Estadio Azul. So, I mean, those are winnable. They're tough games. They're good competition, but they're also winnable. So, I don't see what the problem with it is. Yellow card for Rodriguez. Oh, hey, Charlie got a red or a yellow card. Not a red, yellow card. Makes sense. 48th minute. Take a short break in a couple of seconds. We'll talk about the stats, talk about the half, especially the Columbus game, but even both. 49th minute. Here's a throw in for Seattle. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, reminds me of that too. And it's halftime. Cruz Azul Seattle 1-0. 1-0. That's the USA call-ups. I mean, it's a solid roster, but there are weaknesses, which is a good thing if you're Canada. There's weaknesses. They have no striker, really. But Cruz Azul leads at halftime. Columbus is on their way back. Yeah, that's interesting. With that being said, sit tight, be back. We'll take a short break at the half, and we'll see how these games are going, or we'll talk about them. Second half, let's sit tight, be back. We're back for the stats at the half. For the Columbus Crew LAFC game. 14 shots on, well, just 14 shots to 3. 11 shots on goal to 2. We got 1 assist to 0. 10 steals to 10. 5 fouls to 4. 66% possession to 34% possession. 0 offside to 2. 4 corner kicks to 1. 314 correct passes to 131. 58 incorrect passes to 30. 372 passes to 161. 84% pass accuracy to 81. 0 yellows to 1, 0 reds to 0, 2-0 at the half, 2-0 esta noche, 2-3 global, miro tiempo. LAFC, Columbus are the better team tonight. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't understand it either. I don't. Sometimes it's like, hey, you know what? A 0-0 draw sends us to extra time. You'll only be more tired, but okay. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. For me, Columbus are the better team. They're really pushing this game, and I think they're the better team. I think they need to win, and they know it. And they're going for it all. If you're Columbus, they're doing exactly what they need to do. LAFC have thought they were pretty much through, and they, at the end, are shockingly blowing it. But when they thought it was too easy, in the end, they couldn't hold. But Columbus are doing the right thing. They'll play Miami or Cavalier. The way they're playing, yeah, at least for extra time. If not getting 2 goals and holding on and winning outright 4-3, yeah, I think they will. Yeah. If I was Cruz Azul, I'd be like, hold on, keep doing what you're doing. Defend your asses off. Seattle will be desperate. You'll be able to handle it. Seattle, you only need one. That's all you need. Don't lose your minds. Columbus, keep pushing. You got them right where you want them. LAFC, don't do it again. Just don't do it again. Come on, don't do it again. And Girault, you ain't going to save us either. But we'll see what happens in the second half. Hasn't started yet. Okay. Trying to see what we see here. Dolo Ball getting us to choke a decisive game once again. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't understand, well, how it's going to work. Second of all, why? If Argentina's not joining you. I mean, I know the rest of Colombia Bowl's falling behind, but CONCACAF? Like, you think CONCACAF's the answer? Doesn't make any sense to me, and I love CONCACAF. Be like, well, you think that's the answer? You think Canada, Mexico, and USA is better than Argentina? But second half's about to start here. Here we go. Columbus second half's about to start. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. We'll have our first two teams advancing at the end of this. Yeah, but it still doesn't. Second half's about to start for Cruz Azul versus Seattle as well. But we will be starting in seconds for LAFC Columbus. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Hopefully the second half starts to shock some people. We got LAFC kicking off the second half. Columbus needs one goal to send this to extra time if they could hold a clean sheet. They need two to win outright. No, because LA Galaxy can't score any goals. They've only scored one all year. And Herediano was playing at home. They were bound to score one. Do I think they could hold on to that? I will. Don't worry. I have my Brazil t-shirt ready. But with that being said, I think LA Galaxy, I would hope that at home they could at least beat Herediano. I think Galaxy plays Portland on the weekend, don't they? Which I think on Sunday, right? Which is the one I'm doing. I think I'm doing Portland or LA Galaxy Portland on Sunday. But I think that's the one I'm going live for, yeah. Herediano might win, but I still don't see it. I still don't see it. Now, do I think Portland could beat LA Galaxy? Yes. I think Portland can beat the Galaxy. I don't think beating Herediano, if they do end up beating them, there could be a chance of extra time in that game. Let's not lie. Shot, that's wide. Arfston puts it wide. I'm not feeling good about the Galaxy. Well, it looks like they might do it again. It looks like they might do it again. Make the quarterfinals for a second straight year. Herediano is better than we thought. And they're playing a weak Tigres or a Cincinnati that should be good, but has had some bad moments. So, I mean, who knows, right? They should lose the quarterfinals if they make it that far, but I don't think they'll be beat as bad as they were by Pachuca. I don't think it'll be as bad as last year. They're not Alajuelense, though. Alajuelense's actually won trophies. They've won the past two Central American Cups. So, Herediano did. They couldn't even get to the final. So, okay. Do that what you will. Do with that what you will. Honestly, yeah. They didn't send their best. Even America went down, lost to Chivas. Yeah, but they're losing to Pumas. Pumas aren't in absolute disaster. Besides, Calvary lost to Pumas in Mexico. They beat them in Canada. So in theory, well, yeah, I don't disagree with that. But in theory, if Herediano, well, Saprissa won in Costa Rica but lost in Canada. So if Alajuelense wins in Costa Rica but loses in Mexico, but Herediano wins in Costa Rica and loses in LA, what does that say? Just because you make the farthest doesn't mean you're the best team in the league. That doesn't mean that. I mean, look at Chivas when they won the damn title. Yeah, but Alajuelense could still win their game in Alajuela, and they would have won a game. So let the tie finish before you say, oh, Calvary was better. Like, I'm proud of Calvary. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy they won their game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm not proud of them. I'm proud of Calvary. But let the tie finish. It's the opposite order of legs because Alajuelense won the Central American Cup. They host the second leg. So let them play at home before you say anything. That's all I'm saying. Not that I'll be live for that game because I'm live for Chelsea on Thursday, then Miami. But I'll be watching it. And we could talk about it on Saturday. We could talk about it on Saturday. Because I'm only putting out the recap prediction video on Friday. Maybe in the comments on that video. I don't know. But we could at least talk about it on Saturday. If a tornado doesn't suck up my house. Don't. 45th minute. 49th minute, 2-0 Columbus LAFC. Wow. The first 5 minutes are down. Cruz Azul has the lead. LAFC has the lead. As it stands, LAFC and Cruz Azul would advance from these two games. Of course, that might change. It'll be funny. 50th minute. I want to troll Chivas fans. It would be funny, but it'd also be dumb. They should, if you do like Toronto should have won the 2018 Champions Cup. CONCACAF screwed them. Okay, that's better. Toronto was better than Chivas. LAFC are getting robbed. No, they're just choking again, like always. Cherundolo's a fraud. Cherundolo's a fraud. As he always is. As he always is. Fraud. Bouanga. That's wide. Rothrock is on for Areola. That makes sense. Cherundolo still with LAFC. Yeah, they didn't fire him. He's still there. He's still there. Cherundolo is still there. Yes. Well, thank you for saying, yeah, because they changed it to just straight to penalties. If there was extra time, Toronto would have won. I'll tell you this. I don't care that Toronto took out their... They still had the momentum. If Toronto plays extra time against Chivas, Toronto wins. They would have got the goal. I don't care. They would have got the goal. If there was extra time, they would have got the goal. I believe that in my heart of hearts. If they had extra time, they would have got the goal. They would have won the tournament. I believe that in my heart of hearts. And that's not sour. That's not... I guess it may be copium. I don't know, but I'm just being real. Toronto has extra time. They win that tournament. They get their goal. The fact it went straight to penalties is why they lost. Oh, I've watched that video, yes. I've watched all of his MLS series, MLS and CCL series. I think everybody knows Danny. So, he has good content. But he's right. If Toronto had extra time, they would have won that tournament. I don't think you need his explanation to hear that. I think if you watched the game, you knew it was leaning towards Toronto. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Toronto fan. It was leaning towards Toronto. You're right. He didn't do a... You're right. He hasn't done an LAFC and Columbus one yet. But I think it's because Seattle already won. I think it's because... Well, hold on. I think it's because Seattle already won. MLS finally won one. But he should do an LAFC and Columbus one. He really should. He really should. I think it's still... I mean, the story's still there. I mean, yeah, you won one, but that's it. You won one, but that's it. Shot! Wide. That'd be a goal kick for Schulte. Ooh. Goal kick for Fry. So, honestly, yeah, he should do the other two. I don't think he did LAFC or Columbus. The CCL runs. No, I don't think he did. I know he didn't do Columbus. I don't think he did LAFC. I don't. He should do both. It's still part of the story. It's like, hey, we finally won one. Can we win one back-to-back? No. Can we win 2 out of 3? No. No. And maybe he could do something. Hey, maybe Pumas just sucks. Like every other Mexican fan says. Because like every Mexican fan, like ever since that Pumas final, I've basically been seeing, hey, Pumas just sucks. Pumas are just trash. Of course they lost. Or something like that. Pendejo if they choke. It's LAFC for you. They always choke. So, free kick for, yeah, you could sort of build it through the way of, can we win 2 in a row? No. Can we win 2 out of 3? No. Because let's remember, 2022, then 23-24. Honestly, you could still build a story out of it. Like, out of MLS and CCL. It should never beat us out on away goals. Shot over the bar. It was still even on away goals anyway. Wait. No, it was still even on away goals, yeah. He's from Atlanta. Why would he? Substitution for Columbus. We have Yevgen Shaberko coming on for Morera. Yeah, but what about Dineno, though? What about Dineno, though? '55th minute. Well, what about Pachuca versus Real Madrid, though? Pachuca got to face Real Madrid. Yes, Bayern's going to win the Bundesliga. Harry Kane will finally win a trophy. He might win 2. Now that Liverpool's out of the Champions League, he might win 2. Sadly. Harry Kane will finally win a trophy in the year of our Lord, 2025. Harry Kane will finally win a trophy. All he had to do was sell his soul to Bayern, and he still had to wait a year. Did they win versus Madrid? No, but they played Real Madrid. That Pachuca team, hold on. That Pachuca team should have never beat Botafogo in the first place. Then they should have never beat Al Ahly. And they did! That Pachuca team was ass before that Intercontinental Cup run. No joke. Yeah, they lost to Real Madrid, but they should have never played them in the first place. That Pachuca team was ass. Corner for LAFC, 57th minute. That Pachuca team was ass before the Intercontinental Cup. From like August to December, they were ass until the Intercontinental Cup happened. And then they went to the damn final. They had no reason. They shouldn't have beat Botafogo. They did. Botafogo should have dog-walked them. They didn't. Al Ahly should have dog-walked them. They didn't. Madrid didn't even really dog-walk them. They still won pretty comfortably, but they didn't dog-walk them. Hell, Pachuca looked like the better team for 45 minutes. Over the top. Columbus making the run. That'll be cleared. It's out for a throw for Columbus, yes. 2023. 2024. The 2024 spring, though? But yeah, 2022 Pachuca was pretty damn good. It got them to the 2023 Champions Cup. And then they lost to Motagua. Champions Cup should make a change to the UCL format. Make interesting matchups. You rarely get Liga MX, MLS in early rounds. Give Central American teams to advance with more games. You know what? I'd give it a shot. Free kick for Columbus, 58th minute. Yeah. I think either Madrid team will beat Arsenal. Arsenal's only beating the shit out of PSV because it's PSV. Like, Atletico would beat Arsenal, and Real Madrid would beat Arsenal. They're both going to beat Arsenal. So, it doesn't matter who wins between the Madrids. They're both beating Arsenal. We're going to have a Madrid team in the semifinals. And probably the final. Because, I mean, PSG's playing good football. I think that's the side of the bracket. I think it is. PSG's playing amazing football. But they're not beating one of the Madrid teams. I don't think they will beat Atletico and Real. I don't think they'll beat Real either. I think one of the Madrid teams will be in the final. of the Champions League. It just depends on who wins the Madrid derby. And then on the other side of the bracket, probably Bayern. Probably Bayern. Playing forward. So Bayern versus one of the Madrids. Columbus, shot, wide. No, that's wide. Farsi. Yep, they're choking again. Farsi, but it does get tapped. It is a corner. Nope, goal kick. Goal kick. 60th minute. See you. Go for mid. Don't start pulling a freaking Pacharo. Spell my name right. He's a choker. He's a choker. But hey, at least he won an MLS Cup. But Columbus, now this is the Columbus I know against LAFC. He has their LAFC. Columbus has their name in their ass. Here's the one I remember. Wilfred Nancy finally. Ain't that funny? Sharundalo finally had his day against Wilfred Nancy. And then Wilfred Nancy still popped up and said, hey, you aren't done yet. Nope. Y'all still ain't got it yet. Boom. Belt to ass. Turns out Wilfred Nancy isn't just a master coach. He's a master troll. It's like, hey, you got a 3-0 lead. Nice lead you have there. I still got y'all, though. I just want to see if I could come back and beat y'all in a 2-legged tie. We did. Without my best striker, by the way. My 2 best strikers, actually. 61st minute. They have 29 minutes to score a 3rd goal without allowing one. The sooner they score it. If they keep playing like this, yes. Miami ain't special. Monterrey, they aren't that good. Well, I mean, technically, if you go by the prehistoric era, they have one. There's a 1 patch on their jerseys. Shot saved by Lloris. Their path is accessible too. Yeah. And Pumas, well, they're better now with Efrain Juarez. That's not saying much, but it's not saying much, but it's something. Huh? Seattle playing forward. 57th minute, still 1-0, Cruz Azul. Columbus, oh. Columbus throw, 62nd minute. We got the 62nd minute. Playing forward, Columbus. They have a room. It's out. Corner. Nope. Goal kick. 59th minute for Seattle, Cruz Azul. Playing forward, Shambost plays forward. Arfston. Shot! Save. Galaxy gets to the final. I don't care who it is. I'm going to root for them. I don't think they will. That's the problem. Then they have to play Tigres. If they beat Herediano and do enough to get to the final, they have to play Tigres. Do with that what you will. Bouanga. Good tackle. Good tackle for Columbus to keep themselves alive. Farsi. Rossi plays through. Farsi. Shambost. Arston. Shambost. Jason. Cleared. Why do I feel a little bit Liverpool's about to happen? Forward. Cross in. Header. Shot! Oh, what a save! What a save by Lloris. Nice. Awesome. I think Julia got hurt. Just a hunch. But still. Damn, what a save. What a save by Lloris. Camera added a little bit more. Oh, did that really happen to it? Uh. 62nd minute. Playing forward. LAFC. Saved. Sixty-sixth minute. Seattle attacking. 62nd minute. Wide. Playing forward. Columbus. Shaberko. Shambost. Shambost! Corner? No, it's a goal kick. It took a freaking deflection. Why are you not calling it? Referee's blind. Let's see what the deflection was. That took a deflection. Oh, man, what a save at the near post. That was earlier. Arston. Martinez is off for Cengiz Ünder, making his CONCACAF debut. I think it is his full LAFC debut, but he's on. That's out for a goal kick. 63rd minute, 1-0. Cruz Azul still wins, or winning. Leads. Excuse me. Corner for Columbus. Corner. Danny Leva's on for Jesus Ferreira. That's interesting. Playing forward. Buanga. Shot wide. 64th minute. Goal kick. 68. Jordan Morris coming off. 68th minute, 2-0. Still 1 goal away. Thank you. Playing forward. Playing forward for Columbus. Columbus attacking. Can they get the third goal? Cross in. Jason Russell. Nope, caught by Larice. That was FIFA Mobile to a T. 70th minute, 20 minutes to go. Substitution for Cruz Azul. 65th minute. They still lead. Lightning are losing. Let's go. Good for the Leafs. Romero's on for Faravelli. Crew are 20 minutes away. Rangers are losing. Good. I don't like the Rangers either, but I would never say to move them. But good that the Rags are losing. Danny Musovski is on for Jordan Morris in the Seattle game. 70th minute. Playing forward. Goes down. Shaberko. '70th minute, 2-0. Columbus. Oh! They keep it up. '71st minute. Columbus are a goal away from extra time. If they hold on to a clean sheet, they're 2 goals away from advancing. Plays forward, Chambost. Joshua Waugh got called up. Good for the Habs. Farsi chips it through, switches the play. Columbus headed away. Put back down to Laval. Ugh. 71st minute. Farsi. They kept it alive. Ozziel Jackson has the ball. Chips it over. Going out for a goal kick. Oh. I don't know, but they can't check it, so hold on. No, it didn't fully go over the line. Nope. Split second, you would think. But Ozziel Jackson's coming off for Taha. Yes. 72nd minute. Taha Habroon for Ozziel Jackson. St. Louis, former player Ozziel Jackson. Had a good game, I thought. Schulte took a little bit too long to get. Luckily, he didn't screw it up, but Jason Russell-Rowe holds it up. You got to say, that was kind of a decision from Schulte. Farsi plays through Shaberko. Shaberko, short cross, blocked, corner. Corner for Columbus. 73rd minute. 69th minute. Cruz Azul still leads Seattle 1-0. 1-0 esta noche y global. Cross in, header. Oh. And, oh, down in the box. Cruz Azul gets a penalty. Cruz Azul gets a penalty. Cruz Azul gets a penalty. If they score this, that's pretty much dead to rights. Rothrock bodies him. Yeah, that's a pen. I think, yeah. Elbow to back, bodies him, spills him over. Lira, yeah, that's a pen. That's a pen. So, Seattle, if this gets scored, they're done. If this gets scored, it's done. 16 minutes left for Columbus plus stoppage time. Substitution. And Kosi Tafari is coming on for Timothy Tillman. You love to see. Well, let them score first. We got a penalty from Sepulveda. Well, they're walking on a tightrope, Briscolander, let me tell you that much. And Kosi Tafari coming on for Timothy Tillman. Sepulveda to score to put Cruz Azul through. I don't think Seattle scores 2 goals in freaking 20 minutes if Sepulveda scores this. Shot, goal! 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 Gol de la máquina! Gol de Sepulveda! 2-0. Esta noche global. 2-0. There it is. I think Seattle's done. Hey, let them win before you say that. And I guess he's about to come out. Anyway. He took off his shin pads. Like, why would you take them off just to put them back on? And he's taking them off just to put them back on. That's just dumb. I know you're trying to show a picture of a family member, I guess. Past family member, but dude. That celebration only really works if you're all about to come off of the game. And you should know which shin pad you put it under too, but I guess not. Yeah. Shot wide. Wow. Club Medico was on the opposite. – 19 minutes plus stoppage time to go for the Cruz Azul game. Sepulveda. Corner for Columbus. Habs Canucks underway. Columbus is still a goal away from extra time. Cross in. Cross in. Blocked. Corner. Columbus got to work one. We will move on to the next stream. Exactly, but the socks and shin pad thing was just like taking out your shin pads just to show a picture and then put them back and you're not coming off. Okay. Seems like a little bit too much work. Besides, you took off both shin pads when the picture was only under one, so you must have forgot which one it was under. Which is weird because you put on the shin pads. '73rd minute. But I'm assuming that's what the picture was for. I'm assuming it was a lost family member. I'm assuming. '73rd minute. I shouldn't assume, but I'm assuming. Now, 1 goal for Seattle is good, but it doesn't change anything now. They need 2. Playing forward. Jason Russell-Rowe loses the ball, but he picks it back up. Jason Russell-Rowe chips it back to Farsi. Shaberko. Saved by Lloris. Cross in. Header. Punched. Goal! Goal for Seattle! Seattle gets one back. Scrappy, but they get it. And it's Danny Musovski. 2-1. 2-1. Esta noche y global. Seattle needs 1. And sadly enough, they have enough time to get it. They have 15 minutes plus stoppage time. Cruz Azul has to hold on or score another. And there's enough time now. It wasn't late. There's enough time. A draw would still put them through. Oof. Horrible defensive play, and Musovski puts it home. Columbus attacking. Danny Musovski with a goal. 2-1, 2-1 esta noche y global. Cruz Azul makes a sub, 75th minute. Plus stop. So 15 minutes plus stoppage time. Columbus are 10 minutes away plus stoppage time from extra time. 75th minute. Shot over the bar. '80th minute. Cruz Azul, don't go Maple Leafy. Come on. That's just a Cruz Azul, yeah. Oh, no. Cruz Azulieta. It may happen. 14 minutes to a Cruz Azulieta. Still possible for Seattle, it is. Columbus has 68% possession. Good for them. If they go to extra time, we'll still be covering the game, but on the Tigres Cincinnati stream. So we might be pissing off some Cincinnati fans. On Seattle versus Inter Miami final. Yeah, because MLS versus MLS team's bound to win. Abobase is down holding his feet, 9th minute, or 9 minutes to go for LAFC to hold on. Or score another goal, or score one goal. They hold on or score a goal, they're through. Columbus scores one and they don't score one, they're going to extra time. Do you want Brazil and CONCACAF? I mean, it makes the competition better. I just don't understand it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, they're like, oh, we won out of CONMEBOL. But CONCACAF, they don't like the competition and the way they're being treated, but they don't have better competition. They don't have better competition if they play in CONCACAF. Like, Mexico, Canada, USA still isn't better than them in Argentina. Like, you add them to Mexico, Canada, USA, it still isn't better than them in Argentina. Like, yeah, a lot of CONMEBOL's falling backwards. This is true, but CONCACAF's on a growth trajectory. But even with that growth trajectory, it's like, do you really? I mean, yeah, Canada didn't look out of place at the Copa. USA, yeah. Mexico, yeah. Girault is coming on for LAFC for Abobase. Well, I guess Seattle, LAFC ain't scoring, that's for sure. Shot over the bar. LAFC ain't scoring, that's for sure. 8 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Abobase is off. Playing forward, Cheverko. Farsi. Georgie coming on for Seattle for Nkosi Rienzi on for Seattle as well. Nuhu off for Georgie. And 83rd minute. You could have Brazil for strength. More like one. Costa Rienzi is on for Alex Roldan. Mir picks up the ball. Yep. 11 minutes to go plus stoppage time in the Seattle game. Cruz Azul still advancing as it stands. 84th minute. Columbus, the sands through the hourglass are starting to run. Cheverko plays through. Shambost. Oh. Zawadzki. Yeah, on the woman's side. Not on the men's side. like you say, CONCACAF started making women's football interesting or made it a thing. Men's side, though. 84th minute. It should count. It does on the women's side of the game. Honestly, USA is better than Brazil. Hell, Canada is when it comes to the women's game. Like, in theory, the reason why CONCACAF started out so ahead in women's football is they chose to. And second of all, that when it comes to women's football, the best women athletes in Canada and USA play football. Women's sports didn't have all the other sports to hurt its growth. Football was the first big women's sport. In the USA and Canada. England didn't let women play football for a long time. That's also true. But like the reason Canada and USA started ahead is because their best athletes played football. So yeah, the best athletes theorem of like, hey, CONCACAF would be world dominating if their best athletes played the sport and dedicated their lives to football. Yeah, they're probably right. Look at the women's teams. Look, if Canadian hockey players chose to play football instead, yeah, Canada would have dominated. Saved. Same with gridiron football players. If they chose to play association football, the USA would have dominated on the men's side. Women's hockey is sort of caught up, I'd say. Women's basketball, it's sort of caught up, but it was always women's football first. That's why CONCACAF started ahead. And now they're getting caught up too. 86th minute, 2-0. So, again, yeah, I guess the best athletes theorem does mean something. Weirdly enough, it may be the truth. 86th minute. It weirdly might be the truth. If you look at Canada's best women's athletes, they play football. Canada was the second best team in the world. USA's best female athletes play football. They were the best team in the world. And they still might be the best team in the world with Emma Hayes. So it's just a lot harder for them to prove it instead of just beating the hell out of Thailand. Like they come in as one of the favorites, but not the favorite. So, but Canada for a while in the women's game was the second best team in the world. It just so happened the best team in the world was in their confederation. Made things worse. DeJuan Jones and Herrera coming on for Columbus Crew. Zawadzki gets the armband, 88th minute. Columbus needs a goal at this point. They have a little bit of time to send it to extra time. Cross in. Columbus Crew, Taha. By the way, away goals don't count during the extra time. So Cushing got fired again for Manchester City women. Oh, got hired again. Oh, hired again for Man City women. This Saturday has a chance to win the Women's FA Cup and coach a women's UCL knockout versus Chelsea. Well, good for him. So it was Man City instead of course, it's Man City instead of Arsenal. It's like, hey, you wanted to go to Arsenal. Turns out, no, Man City. So he's still in the City umbrella. Well, it's exactly what Red Bull Salzburg did with Gerhard Struber. So, he got fired from... Shot, goal! Cruz Azul scores the third! Cruz Azul scores the third! 84th minute! There you go. Luca Romero scores the third. Cruz Azul, 3-1, esta noche y global. They will advance. Seattle ain't scoring 3 in 5 minutes, I can tell you that much. Cruz Azul will advance. It looked a little bit shaky there, but they got it. But they got it. Columbus needs a goal, 1 minute plus stoppage time. They need one. They need one. At this point, get the goal. Well, that's true. What a shot. Romero and Fry missed. Whoa. That was a bad one on Fry. I've never seen that before. 40 seconds before stoppage time. Come on, Columbus. Save my bracket. Save my bracket. You still might lose to Miami, but save my bracket. Shot, block, corner. Corner, 20 seconds. Herrera puts it out. His shot got put out for a corner. Fernandez on for Bogusz with 4 minutes to go plus stoppage time. 90th minute. Cross in. Headed away by LAFC. Plays through, and that's out for a goal kick. How much stoppage time? 5 minutes. Columbus has 5 minutes. Did I hear somebody say 5 minutes? 5 minutes to go. I know that wasn't the correct reference, but still. 5 minutes. 2-0. 2-0. Esta noche. 2-3 global. LAFC will still advance. Well, good for him. Header. Slavkovsky, 2-0 Habs. If this Columbus game ends without, I think I'll stop the stream after the Columbus game ends because Seattle Cruz Azul is over. It should be Cruz Azul advancing. I think I'll try to get the next stream started. Romero, 84th minute. Cruz Azul should advance, so there's no worries on that. Free kick for LAFC. If Columbus, whenever the full-time whistle's blown, even if there's extra time. LAFC. Shot. Girault gets cleared. Turns out you were wrong about Columbus winning the CCL. Yeah, I was wrong. I should have rewrote my bracket. I should have printed out 6 more damn brackets and rewrote it when they sold Cucho. I had more belief in Wilfred Nancy than that. Shot! Goal! 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 Cruz Azul. Jorge Sanchez scores the goal. It's 4-1. Seattle got bounced. 4-1 Cruz Azul. 4-1. Yeah, that's over. 3 minutes to go. Yeah, I was wrong about Columbus. I was wrong about Columbus. It looks horrible. It looks horrible. See, I want some final whistles blown here. I'll move on to set up the next stream and all that. Sergei Palencia gets a yellow card, 93rd minute. Columbus still alive. They need a goal in 3 minutes. Well, 2.5. Halfway through stoppage time. Russell Rowe. Ball's lost. Oh, free kick for Columbus. Free kick for Columbus. Giroux gets a yellow. But we will move on to the next stream quickly once the final whistle is blown in the Columbus game. Because, of course. Free kick with 2 minutes to go. This might be LAFC or Columbus's best chance to send this to extra time. Dylan Schambost to take the free kick. Schambost and Rossi standing over it. Schambost and Rossi. Who's going to take? 1 minute 30 to go. Schambost! What a save! What a save! But we have a corner. Corner for Columbus. Lloris makes the save. Corner for Columbus. 1 minute to go. Schulte is up. Header down. Columbus has a chance. Top of the box. Shot. Cross. Saved by Lloris. And that might just be it. That might just be it. That might just be it for Columbus. They made a good effort, but that just might be it. Into the 90th minute for the Cruz Azul game. Will they give stoppage time? And it's full time. Cruz Azul, Seattle. 4-1. Lloris single-handedly won LAFC this game. Yep. So no extra time. 4-1 Cruz Azul. We'll play America or Chivas in the next round. Seconds to go. Columbus has one more attack. Will they give them the time? Will they give them the time? 95th minute. Ball is stolen. Ball is stolen. Ball is stolen. Danny Bouanga! Goal! 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 Danny Bouanga puts it away and ends the fight. Danny Bouanga. Better late than never. 90 plus 5, 2-1. 2-4 global. 2-1 on the night, 2-4 on aggregate. 2-1. Esta noche 2-4 global. LAFC will win this match. Denny Bouanga puts in the dagger. Columbus, they put on a good fight, but it just didn't matter. Off the foot of Schulte and in. Denny Bouanga steps up when needed. Well, Columbus tried. Yep. Wasn't meant to be. This kickoff will end the game, and then we'll make the next stream and such. Denny Bouanga, full time! LAFC advances 2-1 on the night, 2-4 on aggregate. 2-1 esta noche, 2-4 global. LAFC avanzar contra Miami Cavalier en la cuartos de final. LAFC will advance to play Cavalier or Miami in the quarterfinals. Columbus tried, but it wasn't meant to be. With that being said, I'll see you in a couple of minutes for the next stream. Congratulations, Felicidades LAFC. Commiserations, Columbus. I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, send some chats on live streams, all that great stuff. Put us in playlist, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I will see you in a couple of minutes. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.